welcome back. Today it's about 58 degrees, 60 degrees, something like that. And you can see the bees are just active. The hive is doing quite good, all things considering. I do have to do what we call a OA treatment, which is this jargon for oxalic acid. To give you an idea, it's the... let me rephrase that. When you eat broccoli, that sour taste, that is the acid I'm referring to. Is this and a lot more leaf potency. And I have to do a vapor, which means I have to take that brick off. So figure out the burn rates, and that will be another video. Probably do that tomorrow or next week, this depends. But the real topic of today is these leaves here. What can I do with these leaves? Well, first option is I pull them into this trash can and just let them sit. Eventually, the forces of nature, they turn to what we call leaf mold, which is more of a fungal byproduct. But this will break down by fungal material, so it's not bacteria. And it will create a baseline mulch. So you'll see this in forests and woodlands all the time. However, it could take 6 months to a year. I've heard of sometimes it taking up to 5 years, depending on how the type of leaves you use. Now, this is the easiest. The second option is to use a mechanical process to grind up the leaves, which would speed up the process. And you can see I have a number of leaves dotted around here with someone to clean up. But I am going to grind these down. When I grind these down, this would allow me to get more space. So I'm going to do this, or assuming I'm going to grind these leaves up off camera, so you don't hear a lot of noises or any of that stuff, and see what it looks like. I'll be back in a couple minutes. This is an FYI, since I never really discussed this. For this machine, or the legal disclaimers in this machine, you always want to operate from the back, not the front. Do not stick our fingers up the chute or down the chute during operation unless you want to lose our fingers. That's why we have this plunger. Second thing, do not be caught in front of the scene when it's spitting out. It doesn't take much to lose an eye. So always operate from the back. If it clogs, turn it off. And you can unscrew this screw to open this unit up. But outside that, works pretty hefty. I will say from this experience, this is better for sticks. If you're wanting to get a leaf grinder, get a leaf grinder over this. But in all, this is acceptable mulch, because this is what a leaf mulching machine will do as well. You can see how I just really took a lot of this out. I could use this for basic mulch if I wanted to. I could use this for my worm bin. I can also use this for my compost bin. Or I just pour it all back in here. And let's see how much we reduce it down to. And you can see how fine grain, not really exactly fine, but this is much more acceptable, and this has actually gone down quite a bit. Some things is just not going to break apart correctly. And what I'm going to do is just let this sit here, come back in 6 months. I have my leaf mulch, which is another component for my pine mats. I could use this as a natural grade mulch if I wanted to. As I've said, there's endless possibilities, and you can see this from a quick scan over here, how much leaves I still have this floating out there, and I still got, you know, a bunch more on that tree that I still have to deal with. So this is a great way to reduce the cost. So also, if you want, you can pick up your neighbor's leaves if they have bagged them up, poke some holes in the bags, just throw it off in the corner of the yard where no one looks at. Come back in about 6 months, a year. That's how it's made. That's how you make leaf mold, and it contains its 100%, holds 100 times its weight in water. So it's very good for water conservation. So with that, that's just a very basic, quick video on how to make leaf mold. And again, you don't have to mulch up the leaves. It's be quicker to mulch them up because they have more bacteria. Excuse me, not bacteria, fungal, because you just increase the surface area, whereas a regular leaf will take a lot longer. And thanks for joining. Feel free, as always, to leave a idea, comment, etc. The sun's getting lower, so I'm going to go tend to the rest of the leaves, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for joining.